Marni, I have a question for you. Within your client base, do you find that there's a lot of men who are basically self-hating males?
Yes, I do. And yes. Do you have that as well?
Very much so.
And could you describe that for me? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
The idea is that he hates anything associated with being a man. He associates being, let's say, assertive with being a bully. Well, I don't want to be a bully, so I'll never be assertive. And he hates he hates men so much, and he worships women so much that he creates a horrible imbalance. There's no way that you can end up in a relationship, emotionally or otherwise, with a woman if you value her so much and you devalue yourself because of your own gender.
Okay. So it's not just the looks, but the gender also is what because you mentioned that as well, Marni. Well, it's like, that seems like a lot of, potentially a lot of issues to work with. Like, what's the longest client you've had? Like, how long has it taken you to,
Well, it's different. So I have clients that I work with for 6 to 8 weeks, and then I have a maintenance program. Because the thing is that a lot of these guys, after I work with them on something, they then start dating. And then there's different areas and different questions around dating that they have. So I have them, it's a maintenance plan where they get a half an hour call with me every month, and then they can email me and ask me questions, and I'll respond back to them within 24 to 48 hours. So they just touch in with me. It's like I really am their female friend.
Wow.
That they're like, what's going on here? Like, I'm on my third date with this girl, and she hasn't slept with me yet. What's going on? She keeps flirting with me, which means that she wants to have sex with me, but she isn't having sex with me.
Right.
Which is not true. But anyway, like things like that. And then guys who are in long-term relationships, and I have a lot of men who are married as well, who really want to reignite the spark in their marriage. And I don't know the normal time period for a client, but I've had people who are on my newsletter list for 2, 3, 4 years. Wow. So it's just a refresher course for them sometimes. Right. It's like this nice singing information that reminds you, okay, yeah, you got to be confident. Or, women aren't all horrible, mean, and manipulative. They're actually just insecure, maybe, or anxious, or uncomfortable, and it's just, for reminders for them.
Marni, clearly you provide a valuable service and one that's needed, or you wouldn't be as popular as you are. So I want to direct people to your website, thewinggirlmethod.com. I guess that's where they can get in touch with you and find out more about you, right? Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Oh, thank you for having me. I had a really good time. And
wonderful.
Frank, I would love to be connected with Frank after.
All right, we'll make that arrangement. Wonderful. Okay, Thanks, Marni.
Right.
Bye now. Bye. 514-790-0991. We have a few minutes left. We'd love to hear from you right here on Dating Dilemmas on Passion.
Frank Talks is sponsored in part by Everything Out of Her Mouth is a Test, a man's guide to the emotional needs of women. Ladies, do you want the man in your life to understand you on your level? Do you want your man to be able to listen to and address all of your emotional needs? Show him how much you really want your relationship to be the best it can be. Everything Out of Her Mouth is a Test makes the perfect gift. The book, written by a man, for men, is endorsed by every woman that reads it. This book is a guide for men to understand exactly what a woman means when she speaks. Is that worth changing your life forever? Buy this book at franktalks.com now.
You're listening to Passion with Dr. Laurie Betito on Montreal's News Talk Leader, CJAD 800.
Dating dilemmas, couple of minutes, so we'll take a call. Hi, Michael. Welcome to the program.
Hello, how are
Hi.
you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Just wanted to give my comments on what you've been talking about.
Please.
First of all, I'm not such a big fan of dating. I prefer courtship.
What's the difference between dating and courtship?
Dating, you get to know each other, but you may end up getting married eventually, but there's no come and go, really. Mm-hmm. You may eventually just split up, and you can date over and over, and that also produces, unhappy lives,
because lots of breakups.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So what's courtship to you?
Courtship is where you go and you have the intention, you love a person, you have the intention of marrying them, so you go to the father, you say, I'd like to court your daughter if you're a guy,
But is that realistic in this day and age? Like, how many women want that? How do you fall in love without dating? How do you get a girl to even agree to that? I don't know too many who are just going to say, here, come meet my father and ask his permission. Like, they're going to think that's a little weird in this day and age. Not that it's not noble or anything. I don't want to, burst that bubble, but is it realistic is my thing.
Well, they may have feelings for you. If they don't, then maybe they're not the right person for you. But if they do, then you court. But how do you know, Michael, unless you are actually going out on a couple of dates to find out if they're interested? You know? You find out when you go and ask the father, and he will talk with his daughter.
No, well, I'm not so sure that's too realistic there, unfortunately. Michael, thanks very much, and don't be a stranger to the show. Hope you call us again. That's all the time we have. Frank, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it very much.
Dr. Laurie, time goes by so quickly.
I know, doesn't it? But you'll be back again next month. Thank you all for listening. Thank you to Matt Ward in Master Control. Appreciate it. If you want to reach me, drlaurie.com or passion@cjad.com or through our Facebook group, Passion with Dr. Laurie, or where else? I could be reached just about anywhere. You could find me very, very easily. So have a great rest of the evening. And please don't forget, life is short, so take the time to smell the flowers and indulge your passions.
Frank Talks is sponsored in part by The Eye of the Seductress, Volume 1, a workbook for women to learn about the emotional needs of men. This book is designed to teach women how to seduce men into making a commitment. By learning about the emotional needs of men, a woman will learn what makes even the most notorious players, pimps, and high-value men and quality male leaders commit to one particular woman. From the desk of Frank B Kermit, the seduction relationship expert, this book is also a great resource for men to learn how to judge the value of a woman to know if she is worthy of everything he has to offer. The Eye of the Seductress. Buy this book now at franktalks.com.